I want to thank everyone for sticking with us throughout all of our hiatuses. There isn't going to be an upload schedule anymore. I'm going to try and stick to one every 2 weeks, but this is a passion project and one that we thank everyone who's supporting it greatly. Until the point that this does become our job, if we ever get that point, there isn't really going to be an upload schedule anymore. I figured I'd just be honest with you guys instead of, trying to stick to something I can't keep. So, without further ado, enjoy the episode.
Abyssal Wish is an adult podcast for adults. All humor is in good fun and can be explicit. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
I wish.
I wish.
I wish. As you wish.
Welcome back, everyone, to Abyssal Wish. Hellforged Apocolypse. I didn't almost forget to say the full name of the podcast. I don't know what you're talking about. You must have imagined it. I'm the Turtle King. I am your DM for this campaign.
Hey guys, my name is Nick, and I am playing Carrot.
Let the record be known, I don't want anyone to cut out that long pause.
I got you. Sorry, I was busy trying not to shove out a turd while farting. So
Sorry?
Excuse me.
You think that? Let me to the bathroom right before we recorded. This boy ass bussin'.
God, is that why it sounds like you're in the bathroom? Like, what's...
Are you in the bathroom? Hang on.
no, I'm not. I'm like right in front of my computer. It's probably because of the noise canceling. Why it sounds a little funky.
He's just like squatting over the toilet. Hey guys.
Yeah, don't worry about me.
Just a very, very faint.
Oh my god. We're skipping Lindsay today. Lindsay goes last because she's here.
Yes, we have order in this. I'm the only one left. I'm the last one to get picked on the dodgeball team. My name is Thomas, and I play Milton Dinkle.
I just said
This
Lindsay
is-
was going last.
Oh, well, I'm still the last one on the dodgeball team.
Okay, that sounds like a you problem.
Hello. I'm Wogue, and I am a druid. I'm a little rusty on it, but I do have some food here, and other concessions such as water if you are dying and you don't want to die, and I will totally help you out with that.
Lindsay,
What?
I meant introduce you as if it was the beginning of the podcast.
I turned into Wogue! That's all that's left. That's all you're getting. My name's Wogue, and I live in I'm gonna fucking find you and kill you.
Oh god.
Cut that part out.
Chad, go ahead and bleep that out.
Yeah, don't tell them where I actually live. Wogue has taken over.
You ready to pretend to be wizards and shit?
Yeah, let's do some nerd shit. God damn it.
Who fucking plays dodgeball? Fucking losers.
Cue
Okay.
the intro.
Over the last few episodes, our heroes have spent the last few episodes exploring the ruins of Candlekeep. Inside, they have found several pieces of lore that perhaps give the library a much darker background than the young wizard thought. They found a husk of what looks to be Koratari and reluctantly put it out of its misery. Excuse me. It went peacefully into the night. Upon realizing how much time went by, they decided to get out of there. They ran into some minor trouble on the way back, but luckily got away. However, the horses they brought to Waterdeep were lost and left behind. The tabaxi in charge of these horses was not happy and will remember this. The group was then interviewed by the Scoutmaster. This is where Milton was made leader of the gang. We continue in the cave. Days, perhaps even weeks, have gone by. They all kind of blend together. Who would like to go first?
What if I told you Carrick went on an epic venture to get those horses back?
I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah, true.
Subscribe to our Patreon if you want to hear the one shot of Carrot. The horse.
It's just Carrick going back.
Them horses.
That'd be funny, actually.
course.
I would do that.
That would be very interesting. Him trying to sneak around in his heavy metal gleaming armor.
Would you like to see Carrick go back for the horses? Too bad. It's
What?
behind a paywall.
Horses?
Shut up.
Would you like to hear people speak proper English? Press 1.
We don't speak English. I don't.
¿Dónde está noble inglés? Número 1, 2.
1 and 2? Damn.
Número 2.
You have to
Okay.
type 12.
God. I thought we were here to play D&D. What's happening?
All right.
We are.
Okay, I think. Okay. All right. Give me a real quick lead in. What are we doing? So this is where.
Okay, here we go. We're going to start with Milton. Milton, over the past few days, weeks, months, maybe? Who knows? I imagine Milton has set up the library to his liking now, having all these books. He has been running the place, making sure that it is kept neat and well kept in his downtime. Every so often, someone will come in and ask for a book, and he will do his job as the librarian and give it to him and make him pay a late fee if they don't give it back.
So I actually believe, depending on how much downtime that we do have, I think that Milton would have taken the time to gather up the remnants of whatever the previous library had and taken like all the partially destroyed just pretty much just taking like blank tomes and whatnot, and he's actually copied each book or as many books as he could, and then he would give out the copies of those books out to people, saving the originals in the library.
Damn.
So this is like with this downtime, Milton finally being able to like take the time to set up almost like he's kind of like a nesting kind of person, and his nest is library. So he has had some people who the leadership would allow to like assist him. He has remodeled as much as he could with the resources that they had.
Oh yeah, people would probably have helped you set it all up to make it a library again.
Right. And on the front of the building, it would be known as the Dinklage.
Excuse me?
So the Dinklage, I said it. Or maybe the Dinklatory. It says the Dinklage, and then in parentheses it says name in brackets.
Yeah, someone walks up to you and is like, you should call it the Dinklatory, and he's like, oh.
Get out of here. Huh, is this your library? That's what I thought. But yeah, so anytime when anybody comes in, they would not be allowed to leave the library if it's an original copy, so they have to read it in the library. There isn't like so much a renting system yet. But he's taken the time, and he has tried to commit to memory and into his spell book a lot of different schools of magic and just like some of the he focuses on the ones that were like named after like famous wizards and sorcerers and powerful mages of the years, like Mordenkainen and like Leomund. Just like he puts those in his back pocket just to pay homage to the creators of them. And he's just been doing what he does best and preserving knowledge. Oh, also, ever since the end of the last session, he's been kind of digesting this whole being kind of like pseudo forced into a leadership position in the best way that he knows how, which is to just kind of take the information and just categorize it. So once things have gotten kind of like simmered down, I know it's kind of probably difficult to tell what time of day it is since we're in a cave, but once he gets the kind of feeling that it's been a decent amount of time and there's not that many people coming in and out of the library, he would retreat towards like the kind of rear of it where there's kind of like a uh just like a miscellaneous section for any of the things that he couldn't really use for spell components or spells themselves. And there's like a book that he would pull. And after he pulls that book, it would kind of open up to whatever this original building was.
The original building was a library.
So then probably being a scribe, he would know that if it was based off of like an average library from like whatever was thriving in this mountain before and spending enough time examining it, he would probably like be able to find like a back storage area that he then kind of moved bookcases over and like set up some sort of pretty much he would use like knock in order to he would cast knock onto the specific book, which has like, I don't know, some generic title like definitely not a secret door 101, and it's like he like pulls that, casts knock on it, the bookcase just kind of like opens up, and then in the back he's got like the red tape going on, and he has like scribblings of sigils, and he's got the notes and all the information that they've gathered so far, and he's got them like pinned up. It's like it looks like a conspiracy theorists kind of thing. And so he's got like the name of like the general and like Koritari's name, and then like question marks, and then the key and like the blade, and it just has a whole bunch of information that they know so far just pinned up everywhere.
So everything he's gathered, information-wise, is kind of spread up in like a web of some sort.
Yes, all connected by like strings and
Right.
like
Okay.
all that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. While you are in your back little room, you do hear the library bell ding.
And I think in the middle of that, Milton has bookmark on his shoulder, and he's like just looking. He's just like, what does it all mean? And then like he hears the ding, and he goes, "Huh," and then he like snaps and has Keith Ledger just appear, and he just goes, do me a favor and go check who that is. He's like, yeah, you got it, man. And just kind of ethereal spectral phases through the wall and just like appears to where the bell is.
Okay.
Welcome to the Dinklage.
I love Keith. Okay, so you're gonna see Andiris walking around the library, looking around at it, but at the front looks to be a young girl. It doesn't look like she's any sort of soldier because she, again, is just a young girl that has come down here from the refugee section, and which is, as you would know because you've been spending all this time in the cave now, the main areas are split as like the bottom part of this old dwarven city that was in the mountain is kind of where all the soldiers and everything like that is being held. It's all the storage and stuff for weapons and things like that. The second level of this mountain area is, kind of where the refugee camps and where some of the medicine for them go. And then there's another one, but you've never seen the top one. But this little girl looks like she looks okay. She looks like she could be a little hungry, but other than that, she's fine. And she's just, she's probably about like 4 feet tall, can barely probably see over the desk.
Okay, yeah. So right now, Milton is kind of seeing through. If he sees Endurus,
if Keith sees Endurus and then sees a little girl, he'd be like, "Ooh, boss lady, hang on just a moment," and he just poof disappears, and then reappears back, and Milton just goes, "Hey, it's the boss lady, and she's got like this kid. I don't know what you." He's like, all right, I'll handle this, thank you. And you just hear like from all the way in the back, like they would probably hear like a little bit of echoing of like just kind of like random things shuffling around, and then like tip tap tip tap tip tap tip tap tip tap. Yes, yes. Hello. Welcome to the Digglage. How may I? Oh, Ms. Endurus, small child.
So Andiris is actually kind of walking around the library, as I said, and the little girl is up at the desk.
Yeah, I imagine like this would be like him walking past, and if he sees her in the halls, just kind of like does his dues because it's like the authority figure, and then just walks past her up to the little girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. So the little girl looks kind of shy, but she kind of puts what looks to be like a young fairy tale storybook on the desk. She's obviously trying to see if she could take it.
Oh, yes. Well, is she like, are her hands dirty?
I mean, they're not like dirty, but they're not clean.
Okay. Well, first off, he like glances behind, he like kind of casts a gaze behind his shoulder to see if Endurus is watching. Just like kind of goes, all right, let me see your hands. And then he will cast Prestidigitation on the small child's hands to clean them. And then do the same thing on the book. And he just goes, the story is only as good as the condition that you keep it in. Just a little bit of advice.
Her eyes light up as if you have just opened her world.
And I feel like during this time, like, in the beginning, Milton would have just been like, fuck you, don't touch my shit.
Mm-hmm.
But now that it's been so long, and like, I feel like, especially after having to take up this sort of a mantle, and now he's realizing like he's responsible for people's lives, regardless of his like anxiety of it in combat situations, stuff like this. He's just like, well,
you haven't been in combat for some time now, which is a relief
right
for Milton. He's kind of been at home somewhat because Andiris has helped him set up this library a bit as almost like a mean of goodwill type thing. She wants you to feel at home as much as you can.
So, clocking the response from the little girl, Milton would just be like, oh, I see that you're not possibly familiar with the arcane. Well, if you ever, not sure what your parents think of me, which is fine, I don't care, but sometime, if you would like, I could have you be escorted around the library, and you could possibly play with Mark. And he'll like pull out his book, and it has like a floppy, because he didn't open it, it's not like poofed out to be an actual ferret, but it's a flat ferret, and he waves.
This makes the little girl giggle, and she kind of just nods her head very rapidly with like excitement.
Yes, well, he just kind of like regains his composure. He doesn't want anybody to think that he cares. He's just like, right, well, 24 hours. Or, well, how long do you think it'll take for you to read that book?
She thinks for a moment, and then she's kind of, I just like looking at the pictures. I can't read.
Okay, well, just, when you're done looking at the pictures, please make sure to bring it back. Or I'll find you.
She nods rapidly and giggles at your threat.
Oh, that's no threat. That's a promise.
Your pinky promise?
Don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Nick is now the little girl.
Oh man.
Okay. Give me just 1 second because I need to check something.
Oh, and as Milton, as you're getting that set, and also just for some filler, but Milton would definitely have a log, and like for each day, it would have like person's name, and then book they have, and then approximate number of days they've had it gone,
Well,
and then
obviously.
like so.
He's still trying to figure out the late fee.
It's just like, oh, these people are gonna owe me so much,
So
but
much
it doesn't
what,
mean
though?
yes. What do I get?
What's your passive perception, by the way?
14.
14? Okay. So, as if she just spontaneously appeared behind you, she peeks over your shoulder, looking kind of at your ledger as well. And she just, Andiris is who I'm talking about, and she just kind of goes, "You've certainly done a lot in these few weeks that we've been here."
Honestly, any day without combat just kind of flows together for me, and I'm perfectly fine with going with the flow. This is my element. And Milton is definitely used to people appearing up behind him because he has the alert feet and can't be surprised.
I hope that it's, something similar to what you used to have.
Oh, absolutely not. Nope, definitely my first library was much better quality. Good tea, but I appreciate it.
They say it's the thought that counts more than anything.
Right.
And speaking of thoughts that count, I've been taking into account your thoughts on the matter of being leader these past few days.
Well, I've simply done what anyone else would do in a position of this and just put people to where their strengths reside. I've had Carrick lead a couple of groups out to do scavenging. He seems to be very constitutionally and strengthly proficient, so any of the smaller creatures that they run into would be no issue for them. Wogue has been assisting people with the agriculture, at least in his druidic ways. He's been able to provide food for those a little bit less fortunate when it comes to the dealing of rations. And, well, I have been doing what I do best.
And I do appreciate this, as you know, we've largely increased our numbers these past few days. And as you would know, that when you guys first got here, there were probably about 214 total people in this cave, right? And now there are 375 more people just in this bottom layer alone.
Wow. Yes. More people.
Milton, I know that's not exactly your favorite, but I'm getting off track. I'm actually here to give you another offer, perhaps. If this isn't to your liking, mayhaps. Here's what I offer. You can either suck it up, be a man, and take the leadership role that I've given you, or you could potentially, if you want, I can come with you, see if you are actually leadership material. I will not do anything unless you lead me, because that's part of the whole gig. And if you don't want me coming along, then I can have you go out on a few scouting missions that I am going to send you out. You can lead one, Carrick can lead one, and then Wogue can lead the other one, and we can see who does the best out of those.
I mean, when it comes to something as trivial as a contest of leadership, I mean, I would happily step down. Not to mention, Wogue has been severely busy being tasked with additional findings of provisions for others, which I really need to get back to him when he gets back. Carrick, I actually sent out on the most recent scouting mission to find any traces of the horses that we had left behind, if not being able to possibly gather some of the remaining wildlife for our needs, mounting or
Yeah,
what
it's
else.
really weird. It's almost as if that adventure was behind a paywall.
I'm not sure what you mean. Is that like a wall of force?
I don't know either. Something just came over me.
Both stare at camera. I wonder where Carrick is. I mean, he definitely should have been back by now. He's been out for a few hours.
Oh, he's back. He's out in the training yard, where he usually is.
Ah,
You've been in here for about a solid 42 hours since anyone's last saw you.
At this point, anybody just flashes to Milton's face. He has deep, dark bags under his eyes. It's like, huh. Well, time flies when you're being efficient.
What exactly have you been doing with all this time?
Oh, just not dying and just gathering intel as I was instructed.
Alright, well, think about this new offer that's on the table. I got things to do, people to see, and I will be back later.
And as soon as she leaves, Milton would probably like look at his like orb. What time of day is it?
It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. So then he would like close the door to the library and then cast Arcane Lock on it, and then have like a little like minor illusion that just comes on the outside that just says closed for maintenance.
Okay.
He goes, peace. And he goes, oh, damn it, Carrick. And then he just casts knock. He casts knock to go outside of the arcane lock.
And we're gonna, as the camera pans over to Carrick, who has actually been doing a lot of training in his downtime. He has found himself a drinking buddy, which is a half-orc man, about 6'3" in height and stature. He is a very athletic and fit build, probably slight pale olive skin. He is missing his left eye and covers it with a black bandage. He has his other right eye is like a golden yellow, and he has some golden piercings in his ears and in his eyebrow. The armor that he wears is a nice silver-ish, in color at least, really thick, strong material. It's just your standard plate armor, but it is very like form-fitted to him and him alone. His name, that's what I'm trying to say, is Killiger. And this is Carrick's new drinking buddy. Carrick, where would you think that you are at this time?
We're just finishing up in the training yard and then sitting down while wiping the sweat off of himself with a rag, sheathing his sword, checking it, making sure nothing's wrong with it, making sure everything's okay, it's all sharp, still sharp as ever, doesn't need to go get it sharpened or anything. So that's what he'll be doing.
You will see that it does look like it's getting a little dull. It probably wouldn't hurt to sharpen it up. And you actually see Killiger start walking over to you now. And he just kind of takes a seat with you.
Maybe I should have used the training swords like you mentioned.
When have you ever been using those swords? So, I mean, they're made of wood. That's not how you
Never.
take damage here.
You can't catch me with one of those, although they are cost efficient.
Well, they also look absolutely tiny in your hands, if I might.
They look stupid.
It looks like you're wielding a dagger at the very least.
It really does.
How you been? Any luck on those horses?
Why is this so funny? Anyway. Yes,
Oh, really?
indeed. I saw the tracks, but I have yet to be able to find them.
Here's hoping.
Unfortunately. Yes, here is hoping. I do feel really bad. When I came back and I saw her reaction when she heard her horses didn't turn, it just hit somewhere real deep inside. And I can't let that sit. I just can't. I have to find the horses.
If I may, Carrick, you are probably one of these biggest teddy bears I have ever seen.
You, Killiger, are a brother to me.
That means a lot. I appreciate that. And as you two are talking, Jenna Clark kind of walks over to you guys. And she looks at you. Carrick,
Yes,
how's the training going?
training is going superb.
I've noticed that you've been down here quite a lot recently.
Oh, yes. You could never miss a day of training.
I find that admirable. Never let your guard down. That's what I was taught.
Indeed. Have you been training recently? He raises an eyebrow.
I'm always training. I'm usually training the people.
You are training the people, but are you training yourself?
I mean, you're welcome to spar me anytime and see how I've been doing.
Oh, I might take you up on that.
I'll let you rest for a bit, though. You look a little beat already.
This is nothing too much, but I am a little winded.
Yeah, well. Hey, keep up the good work, alright?
All right, will do. Oh, and by the way, if you ever find yourself going towards the gardening section of the cave, you can steal an avocado.
I'm sorry, a what?
Sorry, wrong word. You can grab an avocado that I grew.
Okay, I'm just not sure if it's your accent that I'm not getting. Is avocado or avocado is what you're saying, right? That's what you mean?
Avocado. You can have it as a pet. If you wish. Or you can eat it. Either or. Totally up to you.
You are a very strange man, Carrick.
Indeed. I have found it really strange that they enjoy being eaten. At first I was against it, but they just kept begging.
I mean,
to
they're
be
just so
eaten.
cute. How could you not? But at the same time, they're just so good.
Exactly. That's all I want in
I
life.
have
They
no
want
idea
to
what
be
you two are
eaten.
talking about. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Listen, Carrick, Malel's going to want to talk to you later.
Okay.
Nothing, you're not in trouble, so don't think that. She wants to get to know you more, because she's not really talked to you at all.
All right.
So yeah, I got stuff to do, so I will be going. I'll catch you later, though.
See you later.
And Milton, you are going to Carrick now, right?
I think if he is within distance, and if Milton has an option to, he would just
You would.
cast.
You would be able to go up to him. I don't know what you're doing.
He would just cast message.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
He would just be like, he just sends a message and oh fuck, I haven't used the message cantrip in so long. That's not the 25 word one, is it? No, it's just a short message. He'd just be like, heard you made it back. How's the horses? Any luck? You can reply to this message.
Oh, my message. All right. He responds.
I like to think that Carrick doesn't understand how the message spell works, so he says it out loud as well.
He does.
As thinking it.
Yes. I have found the tracks to the horses. So far, it's looking promising. I have a feeling I'm nearing them soon, but they did flee. Most likely to safety. Respond, please.
Milton gets this back and just goes, he doesn't. I mean, I have to cast it again. He's responding to me. This is like playing. No, okay. All right. Cast it again.
Doesn't he know that these things cost like 20 cents a text?
Do you know what service is like in a cave? He sends another message. And goes, right. Well, once Wogue is done passing out the provisions and the good berries to the lesser fortunate, I will redirect him towards your way, and hopefully there will be an increased chance for success. I understand that the one that was in charge of the horses, I've gotten much hate mail, if you will.
A lot of cringing and
Backhanded compliments. So if we could just get the horses so that would shut them up, that'd be much appreciated. You can reply to this message.
Yeah, that's how he ends every message.
All right. That's on my priority list. Finding the horses. I will go do that now.
Sends one more message. All right, good. If anybody asks, I'm totally leading.
Leading what? Leading horses?
What's he saying?
He just, I
I don't know. It's being weird.
I just picture Milton looking out the window, because this can go through like an inch of like steel and like stone and stuff
Right.
like that.
You just
So
have
I
to
just
see
picture him just like peeking up from the window, just going like and then like pointing his finger, just like shooting another thing, and then he gets the reply back and goes and then he like looks up again, pew, shoots the thing.
I am more confused than ever. Oh well. I have my mission. That is that.
Okay. Carrick, the man who you gave the booze to, how much booze did you give him?
Oh my gosh, that was forever ago. Wow.
Yeah, that was the whole reason you went to Waterdeep, and I imagine you would have given it to him as soon as you got back, but...
Yeah, definitely not all the booze, but
Right.
I don't know. How much did I give him?
I think you said that you were going to say you had 10.
Oh, you're right. I lied about it.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why I can't remember. Okay, but yeah, I probably no. I gave him some small amount and said that that's all there was left, and then I kept the rest.
You said, if I remember correctly, that you were gonna offer him 10 because that's what you said that you were gonna find, and then offer him, I think, 8 out of that. It was a rather small amount.
Okay.
But anyway, Andrew, that's his name, walks up to you and he goes, "Hey, it occurs to me that I didn't actually finish my side of the deal, and I'm gonna find the rest of you guys because you know it was a group project. So, but here I'm gonna teach you this. And in the corner of your screen, you see observant feat has been added.
Oh.
So he teaches you how to be much more observant, allowing you to gain the observant feat.
Eric is so observant that he notices there's a screen.
And he notices
Carrick looks
his
right at
health
the camera.
points, and he notices
He notices
everything.
You. He notices you.
Intense staring begins.
Do you happen to know where Milton is, so that I could go teach him as well?
Knowing him,
He probably
he'll be
at
in the library.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Indeed.
Cool. So he walks off, and Milton, he knocks on the door.
He just hears like scrambling, and then like something gets knocked over. He's like, ah! Ah! Read the sign.
Milton,
Come back in.
I have something to teach you.
Teach me, please. He casts knock, opens the door.
And he teaches you as well how to be observant.
I get the free feet. Ooh.
Yeah. NPCs
I mean-
have stuff to teach you, boyo.
I mean, cool. Nice. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just to say thanks for going out of your way to do that for me. So, figured I'd, teach you this.
Well, of course. But, yep.
I'll get out of your hair now because I can tell you can't stand me. So,
No. Rolls deception.
yeah, roll deception with disadvantage
Disadvantage? Okay.
because of how you said that. Yeah.
Let's see. First one's a 13. Second one's an 8. I get a +0 to this. It's a solid 8.
Sure. He walks off.
He's not even making. Yes. Good alcohol consuming. Close his door.
Okay. So, Carrick, you do notice Malel kind of coming up to you. And she kind of motions for you to come take a walk with her.
He nods. Gets out of his chair. Goes to walk with her.
This is the best D&D item I could have ever made. Okay, so you tower over this 5'6" woman. Because yes, Malel is 5'6". And she kind of just looks up at you and she goes, "Can I... You have a moment, right?
Yes.
I want to get to know you a bit. I haven't really had the chance to talk to you guys as much as the other two. You're always doing
This is
something,
true.
so, and I guess I am too. But we've gotten a lot of people the past few days, haven't we?
This is true. I really can't believe it. There's just so many people here. It looks lively, like a city.
I honestly never thought I'd see this many people in one spot again. It's nice. It gives me hope.
It is rather comforting.
I remember when you first came to me, you noticed that I didn't really have a full-fledged plan yet. But I appreciate you still sticking around.
Of course.
So, tell me, where are you from?
I'm from the mountains.
I knew that much.
Up north, yes. We are a tribe. Well, we're a tribe, but that aside, we were a tribe of Goliaths up in the mountains. We forged steel, hunted, basically just survived. That was it, for the most part. I had to have a cattle farm, too. And now I have one again. So I am quite happy with that, but...
I know, I saw that. It's flourishing somehow.
Indeed. I am very happy.
How did you even get it to grow down here?
Well, Mom always said I had a green thumb.
You okay?
Okay,
there?
I gotta stop that voice.
Why did you go
And
back?
Carrick just out of nowhere sounds like this. All right. Ah, man. What the heck? All right. I finally got that thing out of my throat.
The thing you've been working on for the past like week and a half?
Yes, that thing. Oh my gosh, this
she
feels so
looks at the
good.
ground to like the phlegm that you just coughed up. She's like, that is a lot more than I thought there'd be.
Carrick accidentally swallowed a slimoid on one of his missions.
Yes, and there's a bunch of orange sparkly dust
what?
around it too.
You know what? You know what? That's part of the Carrick adventure.
Yes. All right. Anyway, glad to finally be able to talk now.
Well,
So,
yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but the avocados, yes, very somehow growing. I don't know exactly how I do it, but I do it. If that makes any sense to you.
Druids in your ancestry?
Not that I know of. As far as I know,
Roll history.
we're all mountain tribe. All right, I'll roll history.
Let's see how well this goes.
Is any of this?
We are all earthbenders.
Is this happening like outside of view of the library?
It'll be a 12.
Probably.
If it was, once Carrick coughs up that like that orangey, like sparkly phlegm, Milton just thinks to himself, "Note to self: I have studied the Goliath mating ritual."
When did Milton become Gliz?
They don't know that reference.
No, but you
Oh
do.
my gosh. I rolled a 12.
12. Yeah, you don't know.
Okay. Yep, nope, no idea.
Okay.
But I love them very much. They are quite delicious if you ever find yourself fancying one. Though I do like to have them as pets, but sometimes, well, they do enjoy being eaten. That is why they are what they are. So, it's up to you, to be honest.
So you're just... What did you do before all of the, end of the world?
Well, I traveled around, going city to city, offering my services as a paladin for hire. Typically, so that I could get to learn more about everybody and culture and society and how everything works. Because I just lived in my tribe for as long as I could remember. That's about it, to be honest with you. And then I want to say it might have been, I spent 2.5 months doing that. And then the apocalypse happened. And then I got broken off into a group and led them here.
And how old did you say you were?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 26.
Quite an exciting life you've had for 26.
Well, so far so good. Life begins at 30, as my tribe says.
Well, let's hope the world will still be here by then.
He's like, oh, you're right. Indeed. How about you, though?
Me?
I want to know more about you. Yes, you got to know more about me. Now I get to know more about you.
I suppose that's fair. Let's see. I used to be the Princess of Dragoncrest.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Let's see. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only real great thing about me. That was my life up until a year and a half ago when my kingdom was the first to fall. And then ever since then, me and Gianna have been kind of just gathering some people, and here we are now.
What is it like to be a princess, if I might ask?
Well, besides the, I love him to death. but besides the guard that would never give you time, like, alone, except when you needed time alone, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I think I do. Yes.
Almost like a helicopter parent, if you will. See, my mother died giving birth, so my father entrusted this royal guard to seek to protect me, and he was probably the best man I've ever known. He was a paladin
Is your
too.
father? By the way you speak of him, I take it your father is gone.
I assume. I'm not
So you
sure.
don't know.
I'm not sure.
Hmm.
The last
Well-
thing I remember before the world fell, we were at a circus, and Roz said that he had an appointment with the king, and then we got out of there. And I haven't seen anyone from that day since, except Jenna.
Well, to be honest, I have no idea if my tribe made it out either. So, well, we can hope.
That's all we can do.
This is true.
We hope.
How
and
far
pray.
have they walked? Oh, sorry. How far have they walked during this conversation?
They've pretty much just kind of like been walking around the camp, just kind of looking at people. They've passed the library maybe once.
That whole time, Milton's been using his newly learned observant feat to read their lips.
He accidentally reads them wrong.
It's like, get out of here, Andrew. I'm never gonna use this. Sees them, and it's like,
I see everything.
wait a minute. But yeah, no, that's me. That's my life. I mean, I haven't lived as long as you have, so kind of hard to say. I had longer hair back then, I guess. As you see now, it's like down to my chin. Before it was like upper back length around there.
Okay,
Just
I can see that.
just easier to have it be shorter, you know? Less chances of it being snagged in combat.
Exactly my thought.
So,
Very wise decision.
but yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Wogue. I think I want to know his story too.
Okay.
It's funny though, the day this all happened, I met a goblin.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the goblin like?
Different, to say the least. She was trying to find someone, but never really told us who, so I'm not sure.
Very interesting. Do you know what became of the goblin?
No, like I said, I haven't seen anyone since that day.
All right. Well, I understand.
Mhm.
If you ever wish to talk again, I am always here.
And same goes to you.
And then he heads off, so that she can go and find Wogue.
Okay. Is there anything else either one of you would like to do?
I think if the time that they passed by the library, if Milton got any of the conversation about Dragon Crest, he would look for information on it in this old library. If there's anything that wasn't directly like arcanically, so I imagine like some of the older material wasn't. This library probably wasn't like it wasn't Candlekeep. It wasn't devoted to arcane texts and stuff. So it might just have some old history books.
Well, neither was Candlekeep at the end of the day. There was a lot of rooms for arcane stuff like that, but there was still a good portion of Candlekeep that was library for all sorts of knowledge.
I guess he would go through his findings between that library and this one, and just see if there's any history of like pre-apocalypse.
Roll investigation, and then depending on how that goes, roll history.
Oh boy, probably didn't go too well. My passive investigation.
That's not what I asked.
Well, that's a solid 8 for those at home.
You find a kid's book that tells stories of Dragon Crest, but you don't know if it's real or not because it all kind of sounds like a fairy tale.
What kind of goblins are blue? Just throws the book away.
You're actually reading The Smurfs.
Oh, Smurfs exist. Oh my goodness.
The Snorgs.
The Snorks, exactly.
Hmm.
You do, as several hours seem to pass, Andirus knocks on your door.
Ah. Come in.
I can't, dear. It's magically locked. I can bust a window if you want.
Ah, he cast knock.
So she comes in, she walks up to you. I'm going to need you to gather your gang for a little bit of a mission I have for you.
Excellent. Can I, depending on the parameters of said mission, we might be able to do this with less people as to not diminish the efficiency of whatever the others are doing at the time?
Well, first question, have you given any thought to my second offer?
Yes. I think that the needs of the many outweigh.
You're speaking so fast, darling. Slow down.
No, I'm kind of at a loss for words, but I would say that in this particular scenario, the needs of the many do few, and the few just happening to be my antisocial anxiety. So
Realistically, you're not antisocial, you're asocial, but that's neither here or there.
just puts his hand behind his back, contemplates having a firebolt, decides against it. If I could just receive the intel, I would be able to put
This is
the
something that
right
you're going to want
job.
your team for, darling.
Well, yes, but some of the members have more pressing matters than whatever this potential thing is.
Well, since a lot of my scouts are being killed and somehow being scared away from a certain area, yeah, I consider that a big deal.
Okay, so then proper reconnaissance. Either myself or I could gather Carrick. But if Wogue doesn't complete the agricultural tasks that I've been setting him on, then it's not going to. The people are not going to eat as much as they need to.
Can I be honest with you? He's doing terribly at that. The only thing he's doing really well is the good berries. He's not that good of a druid.
I mean, they provide enough nourishment for an entire day, and he can almost infinitely provide them. So I feel like that's better than
any number of druids here.
Well, if we have just an unlimited amount of druids, ma'am, then we wouldn't need to stay in this cave. We could be free to go. I'm sure there's other wizards here.
She contemplates slapping you across the face, but doesn't.
Ready shield. Look, you wish to put me in charge. That means allowing me to do things
I wish to put you in charge of the subdivision I gave you. I am still the scoutmaster that you answer towards.
Okay, well, I will see who I can scrounge up, but we are, at this point in time, only a 3-person team. We'll probably need any available bodies, and
Well,
I don't believe that having the leader, the person who I answer to, as you've put it, come with us into the field, because if something were to happen to you, that will
nothing's gonna happen to me. I
Right.
am just saying, you can do as you wish. I can come with you if you want. In fact, I'm almost tempted to myself, because I want to know what's happening to my troops.
Okay. Well, realistically, I can't tell you no. So just it. I instead of playing these back and forth games and giving me the illusion of choice, just tell me where you want us to go, ma'am.
She kind of sighs to herself, thinking. And then she kind of looks back up and she goes, "Follow me." And this is where we're going to end. Wogue, as I mentioned with the others, you have been here at camp for days, possibly even weeks. It's hard to tell. You know that you specifically had given the blacksmith all your goods as well as everyone else. But you actually,
Oh yeah, baby.
you were the only person to actually get stuff from the blacksmith.
Ah, because I'm small.
So you know that all that stuff is actually ready for you today.
Hot dog.
So if you want to go to the
Oh, I am absolutely going straight to the blacksmith. I want
Alright.
my new flashy fashion to attract all the very nice ladies that I see around here.
Oh, for sure. He's got
This-
that drip, boys.
I want the drip.
I gotta pull up your armor and stuff.
The armor stats, the drip, liquid.
I don't care
Content.
about the stats. I'm just looking for the armor.
Yeah, you gotta tell me the fashion. Is it giving? Is it giving?
Oh, it's giving. I'm
Like it's gotta give. Like I always imagine it's got like some fur in there and like like a big cape. Even though he's this little shit, so that it looks like
Well-
it's giving like big dick energy, but he's a small man.
So you walk up to the blacksmith expecting what you just described, right? And to
Mhm.
your surprise, you see no fur or or a cape.
This is the saddest day of my life.
And he looks at you and goes, "I'm very sorry about that, Woke, but I'm not very good with fabric. Really good with armor, though." So he pulls out. He leads you to the back of his little area, and in basically what would be a kid-sized mannequin is your armor. And you will see that this armor is like white. You can't really tell what material it's made out of. It's very shiny though, and form-fitting to you and you alone. It's got like your holy symbol on the chest, encrusted in gold. It's got all this gold trim and highlights and really big shoulder pads. Like those shoulders, most protected you've ever seen. If not, it'll also protect a little bit of your neck. And he also gave you a helmet, which you're probably going to keep using the Spanish Inquisition helmet because no one ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Honestly, been not feeling the Spanish Inquisition lately. So
Whoa!
I
Rogue is
know.
saying goodbye to the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, I mean he might wear it sometimes just to fuck around,
When you least expect.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gives you this, like, really, probably the holiest set of armor that you've ever seen, if it were to be graded just off of looks. The look alone, it is very appealing to the eye. It's, like, painted in white, and it looks very tough. And I think I told you this was going to be plate +1, I think?
Holy shit. Oh, sorry. Wogue immediately does like a little prayer so that he doesn't mess up the armor. And then he's like, And he's like,
yeah, it's probably a good idea. Be careful around that.
yeah, but oh my gosh, this is just wonderful. Thank you so much for making this for me.
Of course. I mean, it was a lot nicer to work with than, say, your bigger friend there. A lot less material, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that does make sense. I was wondering why mine was done first, but now looking at the two and his in progress, I think mine is like one of his boobs.
What? I'm not. Okay. Must be some
Well,
sort of
not
compliment.
boob, pectorals, but he's huge.
Okay. Um. No, he actually didn't come to me and offer or request any sort of armor. I think he's really fond of that gleaming armor he has.
Mm.
But yeah. And if you ever need anything else. Oh, actually, that reminds me. And he goes over and he opens a drawer, and he comes back out because, as I said in like the first episode, this is actually like an actual blacksmith area. They just are using it now here. And he comes out with a golden chain necklace with a what gemstone would be encrusted in the main amulet part of it.
What is this thing?
It is for your mother.
Oh, aquamarine topaz.
Okay. Nice. So there is one of those there.
Nice.
And it shines very beautifully. Almost, it shines maybe brighter than your actual armor that you just got.
Oh wow, that's thank you. That's amazing.
Do you think she'll like it? I hope so.
Yes, I know she will. I know. This'll knock her socks off. Thank you so much.
Of course. And well, just so look, I'm really sorry you haven't found her yet.
One of Woe's ears flicks back really quickly, and he's like, "It's all right."
But I have hope for you. All right.
Wogue smiles, and there's something sad there, but then it kind of quickly erases into just his usual manic grin. And he's just like, "Of course you do. I got a deal." And then he points up, and he's just waggling his eyebrows, obviously joking around.
I believe that everything that happens in the world happens for a reason. Not a lot of people share that view anymore, given what's been going on lately. But when you look around, this is the most united anyone has ever been. As far as I'm concerned. You have races of all kinds here.
I know what you're saying, but I don't think it's I don't think it's worth it. Usually I pretend that this is all just some silly little adventure or whatever. But I don't really think if this happens for a reason, whatever thing made it happen for a reason, well, I don't know what I'd do if I met it.
I wonder that sometimes myself.
That's why I just hope for the best these days.
That's all we can do.
It was thank you again for the lovely necklace and the armor as well. I really like it. And I will use it to the best of my abilities to defend this place. And then Wogue just does this little bow.
Oh, very, very noble of you. I've never had a bow, but and he just bows to you as well.
Wogue also is flustered at this. He's like, you don't have to bow to me. No, I'm flattered though. Thank you. This is okay. Sorry, I just giggle sometimes.
And he goes, well, should probably get this other stuff made.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, of
good.
course. Thank you for your time. And Wogue, like, officially, like, skittles
Well,
away.
If you ever just need to, like, talk to anyone, I'll always have an ear for you.
Wogue's ear flicks to this again, but he kind of seems to ignore this. But he pauses for a moment before leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
We're off to see the wizard. He's probably gonna go do his gardening bullshit after he puts his shit away.
So you put your shit away.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully in the toilet. Terrible joke.
Ah.
Don't laugh at that.
Yeah, very, very funny. I am.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Yay. Okay. He's got on his farmer boy clothes on.
Oh, the farmer boy. What does he look like in his farmer boys? I need to know.
Okay, so visualize like burlap overalls with like a kind of dingy white like peasant shirt, boots that do not fit him but look very well worn, and a straw hat.
Okay, let me ask you a very serious question. Is one of
Yes.
his toes sticking out of the boot?
No, these boots are patched up, so
Okay.
there was a toe sticking out of it
There
at
was
one
at one
point.
point, okay.
But it is very seriously sewn shut with some thick-looking embroidery thread. By Wogue himself, because that man can sew.
Oh, very nice, very nice. As you are heading over to the thing, you notice, Andrew, the guy who originally sent you on that journey for booze, forever ago.
Yeah, I forgot what he looked
fucking
like.
guy? He
Yeah,
looked
that
like a guy.
Alright.
I think he was a half elf. Anyway, he comes up to you and goes, "Hey, whoa."
I remember you. You were the guy who likes alcohol. How you doing?
Yeah, my addiction's being fed. That's all I can say.
Well, I guess that's good.
That was a joke. I'm not actually an alcoholic. I want that on the record.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, it occurs to me that I didn't actually get around to teaching you guys that some stuff that I know in order to for going out there and doing this for me.
Stuff that you know. Oh, yeah. Stuff that you know. What's the stuff that you know?
And you can, Lindsay, go ahead and add the observant feat to your character sheet.
Oh, I gotta get my character sheet out!
As he teaches you how to be more observant.
Alright, I can now observe. What does this mean, my friend?
So, your passive perception is higher.
How do I add this?
You go to feats.
Oh, it's a feat. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
And it also allows you to read lips if you know the language that the person is speaking.
Oh, wow, that's pretty fucking cool.
So yeah, he also teaches you how to read lips. And that's it. He says thank you, and he leaves.
Okay, cool. Glad to see that I just went through a cute little tutorial. Okay. Manage feats.
That basically what I'm trying to get at is the more side quests you do, the more skills that you can gain.
Adding observant. It is added! Woohoo!
Just so y'all know.
Yo, you boosted my wisdom by 1, didn't you?
Exactly, yeah.
That's
what it does.
and my intelligence, that's good. Now I am less stupid. We did it, boys.
She got knowledge.
Alright. Wow.
Wow.
I'm super great like that.
Okay. Now you head back to the garden. And
Okay.
this area is actually a lot bigger now. When you first got here and they showed it to you, it was very small. But with the drastic increase of people coming in, you have somewhat helped. Somewhat. You're not the best druid here, let's be honest. But you've done as much as you can to help this place flourish in a cave. So good on you. Bravo.
I shared the books from the library.
That is true. You did share the books from the library.
About growing shit in the ground, underground. Like, I looked for that. I get brownie points for that.
Exactly. You do get brownie points. This was all you. All of it.
Aha! I didn't know how to do it, but I helped.
I gave you the knowledge, and I shall take the credit.
100%.
So, you see a little seagull just kind of hopping around nearby. And to you, you know that this is the pet seagull to your new friend Fiona.
What is this thing doing underground? Hello, bird. I mean, congratulations on not being dead. He's just talking to the bird.
The bird just looks at you, and it does nothing. It like tilts its head a little bit.
Question, does Wogue know Fiona or no?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. He flicks his ears up and he's like, "Oh yeah, hi Fiona. How you doing? I sometimes forget you have this with you. I assume it's a chicken for some reason. I don't know. I've been very stressed lately."
I gotta think of a voice. Hang on. While I'm thinking of a voice, so you a laugh kind of happens behind you. It's very soft and sweet, and she walks over, and this is probably about like a 4'11", rather young Triton woman.
Wogue is taller than her, but like an inch.
I don't think you can be. No.
No. Oh wait. Oh, you're right. I think I'm 4'8".
Yeah,
Ah, shit.
You're
Okay.
the highest you can be as a small creature.
Huzzah!
But she's still taller.
Not by much.
So she is a very sweet-looking Triton, very soft complexion with pale, like sky blue skin, and very dark navy blue hair. Her one eye that is not scarred and blind is a very bright ocean blue. She is very thin. She is not very strong whatsoever. You know this, but she has a really big heart and big hat. And I'm talking like huge hat, okay? This hat, like wider than she is. That's how big the brim is.
If she walks too close to Wogue, he's gonna get hit in the face by the hat.
Probably. And on her back is a large trident. And this is her weapon of choice. As she comes up to you, she goes,
Well, you know, it's very funny that you say that they're actually that you think that it's a chicken because like they're both birds.
Wogue smiles. He's just grinning and he's nodding and he's going, "Yeah, they are. That's
I didn't have birds where I came from.
Oh yeah, I forget. You're not. Well, I mean, Wogue pauses for a moment. And he's like, "I've never really asked what it's like where you're from. If you don't mind me asking, I don't want to be rude."
So she smiles and grins, and when she gives her famous smile that can just light up a room, she is missing a couple teeth, though she's never said why. On her shoulder, it looks like it is a little stained with bird poop, but she doesn't seem to care, because she just living. She out here for a good time, you know what I mean?
Well, Wogue recognizes that the druid crowd just,
They're
be
here.
like that.
You'll
Yeah,
also
they'd be like
notice that pretty much all around her are tiny, what look to be spores, just kind of floating around her.
Nice.
Yeah, so where I'm from is actually the undersea, which is, if you could believe, undersea.
Yeah, I mean, so is it a sea under the sea or a sea under the ocean?
So it's actually a village under the ocean, like really deep under the ocean.
That makes more sense.
Because we can breathe underwater. We're like fish people, and that's pretty cool, I guess.
And But so you're a fish person, but you can breathe on land too? I'm sorry, I'm used to goblins and shit.
No, it's
Uh.
great because I'm not used to goblins and shit.
Oh, that's true.
That's the
As
whole
you can
reason I
see.
came up here was because you guys had such fascinating flora.
Do you have any questions about our flora other than seagulls and chickens? Because I do know things sometimes.
I see that
Yeah.
you do not recognize that flora means plants.
Well,
And she pats
I
your
am
head.
not very good at. Did you pat my head?
No,
You didn't?
I don't know what you're talking about. And she smiles.
Rogue is very he is stressed out right now
Are you
because
okay, buddy? Like you seem like you're having a day.
you know
You
I
wanna
am
talk
kind of
about
having a day. Yeah, yes, I would like to talk about it. You know, freaking.
She, like, kind of. So, she moves her hand in kind of like an upward motion, and a bit of dirt from the ground just comes up as if it were a chair for you to sit on.
Sit. Go ahead.
Rogue dusts off his breeches really quick just to
That's not
sit
gonna
in the
matter,
dirt
it's dirt.
chair. Yeah, well, you know what? I hate to be rude. I really like
Oh, I'm
druid
sorry, I'm
craft
sorry.
work, but I'm more of a cleric. I'm more of a Jesus guy. I mean, a lord. Gods are cool. And the
He
dirt
goes
is
by many
nice
names.
also. He does go by many names. Yes, that. Hi, I am stressed out.
She places her hand on your shoulder and goes,
What's wrong, buddy? You can tell me anything.
Wogue, for the first time in his life, understands Milton more than he ever has, because her hands smell a little bit like fish sticks, and
They
he does
smell
not
like-
want.
okay. They smell like dirt, fish, and mushrooms.
They smell like an entire Japanese steakhouse dinner that you dropped in the driveway.
While it's raining.
So, just onto the floor, your salmon hibachi mushroom mix fucked beyond reason. Wogue is dying on the inside, and he's just going to like pretend to itch his ass like fervently and hope that knocks her hand off.
Yeah, she does let go of you.
Sorry, I have itchy ass itis. Milton's pissing me off because he has a holier than thou complex and also is now my boss, which is stressful. I miss the sun, which I know you don't know what that is, but it's kind of cool. And
You mean the big thing in the sky?
oh wait, have you seen it?
And so she's actually munching on like little dried mushrooms right now.
I guess I kind of assume with the apocalypse you've been vibing underground.
Well, you see, so okay. I've told you this before, but I'm gonna clarify one more time. About 2 years ago,
Oh, that okay.
I came out of the water and started exploring, and then it all fell to shit pretty fast, and I haven't been able to go back to the water.
Right. Yeah, that sucks. And it also makes sense. The minute you said how long ago it was, I went, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I thought you came out through an underground river.
Huh.
I don't know.
Anyway, this is not about me. Continue your story.
Oh, I'm kind of out of things to complain about without
Oh.
crying, so.
She raises her hand, and dirt all around you forms so that you are cut off from the rest of the cave.
Wogue is sitting in the dirt.
Well, it's like around you, like a wall.
I know, and he's sitting in it.
Okay.
And he's just staring up at the wall ceiling, and he's just like, what have I done to deserve this?
Well, okay. Which one is Milton? One more time.
He's the kind of person that you could talk about botany or flora with. plants because he's smarter than me by a significant margin because he likes books. He's
But
also now
he's
the
not a-
team lead.
But he's also not a druid.
I'm not very good at it either, and you know that.
You are better than him.
Well, that is true. That man probably would pass out if he touched
bet-
too much
I
dirt.
I bet he can't even turn into animals.
Okay, wait, can I turn into animals?
Yeah, you're a druid. You have wild shape.
When did I get that?
At like level 1, a druid.
I didn't know that I could already do that. I'm losing my fucking shit.
Yeah, I was
I've had
wondering
this
if
the
like,
whole time.
Thomas and I have had this conversation. Like, do you think she knows, or she's like she's just not using it?
Oh shit! I lost my mic. Wait a second, hold up. Fuck. I lost the ears. My headphone came unplugged. Okay, cool. Woe can now be. You know what? What? Wait, we can turn into animals?
Did you?
Wait,
You're
can
not-
I turn into an animal? Kind of
Yeah.
animals. I want to be a
Anyone
squirrel! Wogue is trying to turn into a squirrel right now.
Have you seen a squirrel in your life?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you otherwise you wouldn't know what it is. Yeah, you turn into a squirrel.
Wogue is staring at his tiny paws in like
Let
a
me
look of pure awe.
let me go to her character sheet real quick so I can see if she has speak with animals so that she can keep talking to.
That'd be so funny.
She has speak with plants. Dang it. Okay, she also turns into a squirrel.
Holy shit!
Um,
I fur!
you
I
are,
have fur now.
we are small. Yes. Sorry, the
I
mushrooms.
didn't pay attention that well! Druid school!
I see that. Maybe I can teach you a few things about, the things that we're able to do.
Okay.
But anyway, I bet Milton can't do this.
No, but I have to admit he is a fan of small creatures as he has a weasel friend. Which makes me respect him more.
Okay, I'm only gonna say this because I want to test you. What is a weasel?
It's kind of like a stoat or a ferret in the same family.
Okay,
It's a mustelid, so technically it's
Again.
related to batters and otters as well.
testing
Badgers and
you.
otters.
What is a
Huh?
stoat and a ferret?
I told you, it's a mustelid. They're related to badgers, skunks, otters,
She just starts nodding like, yeah.
and they are pretty fierce little hunters.
She clearly
Stoats are
has
actually
no
one of the
idea
most
what
fierce
you were
hunters in
talking
the
about.
world. Oh yeah, you don't know these things.
I know them so well.
Okay, what does a stoat look like?
Ah,
They look like a little like rat and a cat at the same time, and
I'm
they're
gonna
kind
have
of
a roll-
long,
I'm
but
gonna
they're
have a roll
small.
deception.
it's an animal.
Yeah, bro. Do you want me to tell you what they look like?
No, this is about you.
Does it have to be about me?
You clearly need to talk.
I don't want to talk.
But there's a difference between what you need and what you want.
I'm a stubborn motherfucker. So, there's that. Well, I'm not a motherfucker, but I am a bastard. Oh, I am a bastard, actually. I was born out of wedlock. Wonder what my dad is doing.
You are saying words, but I don't know what they mean.
Wogue points and says, if a human or a human adjacent creature, which means something
Humanoid,
that can
yes.
have has sex outside of marriage, which is a ceremony, which makes two people officially a thing.
This is not where I thought this recording would go.
So, so if they have a baby outside of wedlock, then that's a bastard. But I'm a fucking goblin, so we don't care about that so much. My mother probably has 68 bastards. I don't know. She's never really been married to anybody. There you go. Doesn't really matter.
Ah.
Yes.
Anyway, this is your
Yeah.
story that we're telling now. So, I need to know what's going on, buddy. You got like why?
I'm just like, we're underground, and I like being not underground. And we also have these things that want to kill us. And I'm like, you know what? That would be cool if that was not the case. And I also got a necklace for my mother, and I almost cried in front of a grown man as a grown man. Because
What's wrong with that?
You wouldn't understand. You're a woman.
Excuse me?
Look, guys can't cry in front of each other or else they're weenies.
There's
That's
so much
just
to
how
this
it-
culture I still have yet to understand.
I mean, I think it depends on the culture, but
Well,
that's just
when you're
how it
under
is.
the sea, you can cry anytime you want. And
no one will ever know. Ho ho!
well, unless
Woke
you're
is
being
very
vocal
happy about this.
it.
Well, you shouldn't be vocal about it. That is amazing. I wish I could breathe water. Because it would be cool, but also because that's kind of awesome. And yeah, that's basically it. And I'm itchy. I want to take a bath and I can't.
I mean, I can help you with that part.
Wogue is. I was just blinking, but Wogue is also just kind of like his mouth is shut and his eyes are blinking, and he's like, I know how to take a bath. I am good on
No,
knowing. There's a limited
know.
amount of water.
I literally can create water.
Wait, really?
I think so. Hang on.
Bro, give me a bucket. Like, hook me up.
Oh no.
She can't?
I'm looking.
Maybe she can grow like a squishy sponge ball that's like soap.
She can definitely do that. Yeah, so she can do it.
Sweet, okay.
Yeah, I just
No,
I need to, get stuff set up, but then I can totally do that for you.
that would be amazing. And you would be a lifesaver. What do you need in return? Maybe I can get you something. What things do you like?
I mean, if you see like a cool seashell, I'm a little homesick. Other than that, I don't really need anything.
Alright, I'll search for a seashell if I can spot one anywhere.
I love how you guys are still squirrels.
Oh yeah, we are still squirrels. Woke is like very seriously like looking off into the distance, thinking about where the fuck you'd find a seashell this far away from like the ocean, with like his little squirrel paw, like on his little squirrel chin, with his little squirrel brow burrowed and You know what I mean? He's narrowing his eyes and his ears are flicking and his tail is like doing that thing that squirrels do when they're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you've gone over. Milton. That's right.
Yes.
What about the big one?
Chill guy, like him.
So it's
Very
just
nice.
Milton.
Yeah, it's just Milton. I've never had an argument with Carrick, and I've had probably 4 or 5 with Milton at this point. He almost splatted a goblin across the pavement one time. He also did not let me read the last rites to a dying corpse, even if it was, just a zombie. I would have liked to have helped with that. Because, it's what you do for that kind of thing.
This guy sounds awful.
He's not awful. He's just annoying. I don't know. He's actually probably one of the few people I've managed to actually have a real conversation with around here, other than you. But Because I feel like everybody doesn't really take me seriously, but at least Milton recognizes me for what I am. So, they both do. I really respect them for that. When you're, small, people don't take you too seriously.
So, it sounds like you're in a predicament.
I mean, I think we're all in a bit of a predicament at the moment.
Not that one. We're talking. Okay. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
But the mental health is just as important as the physical health.
Hey, it sounds like you're saying something important, but what does mental health mean?
Oh, boy. Is that just a my culture thing?
I'm gonna be real. I am in a culture of my own. Goblin. So that sounds like the kind of word I've never heard of it before. I don't know. It's okay. I'm just curious as to what it means. I mean, I've never really. I don't know the knowledge of it.
You have your physical health, which is like you don't want to be stabbed. That's bad for your physical health, right?
Stabbing is not good. This is something I learned at 2.5.
Yes. Well, that seems young. Oh, I don't know. I don't know the maturity rates of goblins. Regardless.
I was probably by human standards like 10, maybe. Wait, no.
Okay.
More like 7. I was young.
I also don't mature at the same rate as a human, so I don't know what that means.
I was too young to be on my own by a significant margin.
Too young to be stabbed. Okay, got it. So.
Right. Yes, that is true. Woke's just like grinning and like nodding right now.
Okay. How do I describe? This is. I did not expect Woke's arc for this episode to be a therapy session.
Me neither, bitch. I don't know what's happening right now.
How do I explain mental health to a goblin?
I know, this is a good episode.
So...
Woke is very focused.
Mental health is like your sanity, okay?
Oh.
It's like if you feel sad for a very long time, it's probably because you have very poor mental health.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And so getting your mental health to be...
I thought that was just being a pussy.
So getting your mental health to like peak physical condition, if physical in quotes, and she like makes little air quotes with her like squirrel hands.
Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot there's still squirrels.
If you do that, then it'll actually improve your physical health as well. That's why I am in the best shape of my life.
Okay.
So...
Maybe that's only a Triton thing, because as far as I'm concerned, the more rage, pain, and trauma that you have in your waking soul, the better you are at beating the shit out of people.
Sounds like you were raised by a barbarian and a rogue.
Ah, fuck. Yeah. I was.
Hey, what do you know?
I literally was. His mom is literally a barbarian. And his mom's a fucking swashbuckler.
It's like, well, would you look at that?
Wait, is that not normal?
Well, as far as I can tell with the upworld, as I like land, I guess is the word.
Yeah, land is probably the word we'd use, yeah.
Yeah, but under the water, you're still on land, so it's like, you're just underwater. So it's the upworld to me, okay?
Under the sea.
Regardless, as far as I can tell, from the things that I've heard, barbarians are mean and grumpy, and rogues are traumatized. I've also heard...
Wogue is officially, like, stumped by this.
And I've also heard that barbarians are not the smartest people. I'm not very smart either, but I am knowledgeable.
Wogue actually, like, stops thinking really hard at that and just says, Believe it or not, my father is actually very intelligent, just not in the ways that you'd
Oh,
expect.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not insulted. I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
My mother, I don't know. I don't think she's traumatized. I think she's
it
just
took
smarter
me-
than everybody else.
It took. I mean, I've heard that a lot of rogues usually are pretty smart, but um, I have to forgive, or you're gonna have to forgive me if I do
Mhm.
offend you, because I'm not from here, and it took me a very long time to not just say things that are apparently offensive.
If you offend me, I will probably be fine in about 10
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
Or less. Most likely.
All right. But yeah, that's pretty much mental health. Is you want to be good to go, and it'll improve your physical health as well, as I said.
Oh, so it's just like having a positive outlook. Well, I'm already pretty good at that. I always look
It's
at the bright side of
more
situations.
than that, but you're on the right track. It's about
This
having a
is this
positive outlook, not only on the world but about yourself.
Okay, so yeah, I'm probably gonna go and take care of a thing that I need to do. How is the gardening going though? Because I'm technically supervising that. Not sure why, but I am. So maybe we could talk about that.
Okay. I am being yelled at for growing mushrooms
Why?
because mushrooms are cool and they don't really provide much other than more spores that I can control. But I mean, they're pretty. I find them prettier than most flowers that you guys have, honestly.
Well, I will say this though. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a seed bank. And I think your mushrooms, you probably are going to be okay if you use a small plot for them, because they do not need as much space as our flowers, because we are preserving these flowers for most likely some cures to some illnesses, but also like for the sake of like,
You hear someone
whenever we
walk
make it
past the
out of this
wall.
cave.
You hear someone walk past the wall and is like, "Yeah, I'm planting some flowers so we can smoke, dude. It's gonna be epic."
Wait, really? Smoking? Fuck yeah. I'm sick and tired of drinking booze. I've always hated booze. I've only ever liked. Anyway, unless the mushrooms have some psychoactive effect or medicinal effect, people probably aren't going to be that interested in them.
Oh. Okay.
But you should grow them anyway. Just use a smaller plot of land.
Okay.
That is my advice.
I can definitely do that.
And also, like, I don't know. I've heard that some funguses are actually very good at helping some other plants grow. And
As far as I could tell, in the books that you gave me, which I don't understand most of those words, but
yeah, maybe I can help with that,
fungus
but I
equal
don't know.
good. And to my understanding, mushrooms are fungus.
Yes. But fungus also equal bad.
And to be fair, the spores that these fungus produce protect me.
Are you just like trying to make like a mushroom army, or like do you need farmland for that? Can you use other things? Like, I don't know. Poop?
Well, they work really well on bodies.
Why would they work really well on bodies and not
I don't know.
feces? That's
Well, they can. So, some
well, you
things
can
that I
probably
learned,
if we get a culture of it outside, I can certainly find
So,
you a body pit
like
if you want one.
like what I've learned in the circle that kind of adopted me after I came up on the upworld.
Nice. I was in a covenant.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's why I'm a cleric now.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, anyway, so
Right.
they adopted me, and they showed me. Well, they didn't really adopt me, but you know what I mean. So
I know what you mean.
they showed me. They were part of like a circle of spores or something. And they showed me all the stuff like that. They're really good at bringing back the dead.
How so?
Well, it's just you send some spores into like a person that like dies, trying to attack you, and then they come back and they fight for you.
you can see something in Wogue is like really unsettled by this conversation. That is
And she just kind of shrugs in her squirrel form. It's like, I don't know.
that is a strange
Oh,
okay.
have you not done that? Here's that.
I'm not part of that circle.
Ah.
I'm part of the healing circle. I summon a unicorn
That sounds
and it runs
awesome.
around me.
I've never seen
And
a
then
unicorn.
would you like to?
I've seen a narwhal.
But you have never seen a unicorn.
Correct. Is it like a
All right.
seahorse?
I don't really know what a seahorse is actually. That's one of the things I don't know about them.
Okay.
Is that like a fish that's like a horse? Horsefish? Well, I mean seahorse. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway,
She's just
Wogue,
like staring off into the distance now, trying to figure out how to like describe a
Wogue.
seahorse in land
Wogue,
terms.
Wogue summons his spirit token. He summons a unicorn.
So out of this big dirt wall, just a freaking unicorn spirit just runs out, and you
He's like,
hear
"Shit."
like people scream just because they're like, "What the hell?"
Wait, put the dirt down. You gotta see what a unicorn looks like.
Oh, so she becomes back to her normal form and puts the dirt wall down.
Unicorn is unicorning.
Are all
Yeah, they're-
unicorns see-through like that?
Well, this isn't a real unicorn. It's a
Ah.
make-believe unicorn through
Ah.
the power of magic and love. But the real ones are much rarer and not see-through.
Okay, so... Okay, I got it. I got it.
Hey, how do I get? How do I stop being a squirrel? I don't
you
know.
you just think that you don't want to be a squirrel anymore, pretty much.
Wogue farts and then just goes back to his normal.
There's just a little
Like-
squirrel fart, and then he's back to normal.
And then it ends in goblin form, so it's like it goes from like doesn't change much, but enough. Oh jeez. Sorry.
And then you see Malel actually come by.
Wogue bows.
Oh, there's no need for
Low.
that, Will.
Yeah, I like bowing to people. It's nice. I don't know. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I mean, even though I was a princess before, it doesn't... Titles don't mean anything now.
I bow to the blacksmith.
So
I
you-
just bow to people.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
she bows to you very, like, official, like, because she's obviously a princess, she knows how to bow and stuff. It's very official, and it makes you feel good inside because she bowed to you.
I can do this, and then Wogue just like immediately bows as low as he can until his nose hits the floor, and then he goes. And he like
Like, how
does it.
fast do you bow down?
like just well, his nose smacks against the ground, and
Okay.
his knees do not bend. Like this man just really
It's like those like
Those
desk
birds.
toys. Yeah.
yeah, just like womp like, and then he's holding his nose, and he puts his hands down, and then he's just staring at her like,
His nose is like redder than usual now.
yeah, it's like a little crooked on the end, yeah.
Eh.
Cartilage is poked up,
Are you
and it's
okay?
not going back. Woke does a really hard sniff, and then like it pops back, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm good." He's like crying.
Huh.
We'd love to see it. But I was just wondering why you're in our neck of the woods, ma'am. He finger guns awkwardly in her direction.
I actually want to talk to you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me say goodbye to Fiona. Where is Fiona?
She's right behind you.
Ah! Oh, hi. Okay. Sorry. You scare me sometimes, hon. Bye bye. And he like bows to her. He bows to her.
the hat right there.
I look. Don't worry about it.
Is there anywhere that you want to go to maybe be more comfortable while we talk?
So we've got dirt, And over here we got some more dirt. That's a rock. But over there, man, that's a boulder. And I was thinking maybe the boulder would be the place to go because, it's not just any old rock. Boulder.
It's not just a boulder.
It's a rock.
I realize that I haven't really talked to any of you guys.
Oh,
I just got done talking to Carrick, and his story was pretty interesting. I want to know your story.
You want me to make a story? I'm not very good at
To
writing.
hear where you come from.
Oh, why?
She just shrugs. I just do. I want to get to know the people that I'm working with.
I come from the ocean. Truly, I was born on a boat. My mother was a ship captain, and she eventually.
When you say I'm from the ocean, you see like off into the distance, Fiona's like head twitches a little.
Yeah, Malel gets all the details, and Fiona got shit.
No, because she's just like, he's from the ocean too.
Aw, yeah, he is technically from the ocean. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I probably should have told her that. Poor thing. Wolf's
and then
literally.
she walks off because she's not going to hear the rest of this.
Okay, but yeah, the boat, my mom's boat. That's why I was on it, is because she boat
That does
on
make
the
sense.
boat.
That does make sense.
Yes. I'm talking about birth. Sorry, that's inappropriate to say to a princess. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Okay, anything else you want to ask?
How old are you?
17 and 3/4, though, by human standards, I'm a young adult. 20-some, I think. Old enough to drink. And smoke. He tries to stand up a little taller. You can see him adjust his posture.
So, kind of makes her giggle a little bit, but she clears her throat. I want to know what your goals were. Did you stay with your mother the whole time before the apocalypse?
No. We actually separated due to a shipwreck. So I have been looking for my mother or any of my other crewmates for a while now. And I have not had success, but I felt like I was getting close to here. But after the shipwreck, I actually spent time as a cleric and also a druid, though I'd say I picked up the druid stuff more on my own, which is why I'm not very well versed on it. But as a cleric, I was officially part of a temple. So yeah. And then the apocalypse happened. Yep. That sucked.
It did. Did you ever get reunited with your mother?
No. Not yet.
Well, go ahead.
No, it's all right.
I met a goblin once.
Yeah? I mean, wait, you're a princess. How the hell did you meet a goblin? No offense.
None taken.
Unless you mean here, right?
No, it was actually in my kingdom the day everything fell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's odd. Wait, your kingdom? What's your kingdom?
Dragon Crest.
What was their name? Or his name? What was this goblin like? What did they look like? What was their name? What was their...
Well...
Do you remember?
Very short.
I'm sorry, but very short is literally the least helpful descriptor you could give me. Give me gender, name, color of skin,
So
like
she had very blue skin, from what I remember. She had a very nice accent. She had this demeanor about her, like she was trying to find work. Said that she was also looking for someone, which big world, I guess. She actually went with someone of mine, a friend of mine, to go check out a circus that went into town. They said it was safe. We went back and God, what was her name?
is it Lacey?
And her eyes like kind of widened for a minute. She goes, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Lacey.
Was she gifted in navigation, and was she captain?
That I don't know.
Was she wearing a captain's jacket though?
I was gonna say she looked like she had a captain's appeal.
Hmm. Did you see her die or find her corpse?
No.
That's my mom.
Her eyes kind of like go really wide, and she places her hand on your shoulder, but this time it is much different from when Fiona did it. This one has like true compassion as she lightly holds you, and she goes, Wogue, I promise you, I will do everything I can to find her out there.
Wogue takes a really deep breath, and then he kind of breaks. You can see him just start to cry, and this is probably the first time he's shown any real emotion this entire campaign. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. God, I don't know. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Don't be sorry, Wogue.
I just usually try to keep my composure. I don't want people to feel sad around me, and not
We've all
because
lost
of
someone
me.
through this.
Of all, I haven't lost anyone, but I do need to find her. Not lost. Not like the. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, I didn't mean it like that, but yes, that was
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared though. Don't tell anyone.
Of course, your secret's safe with me.
Thank you. Not that it's that much of a secret, but I like to maintain my optimism. I don't like it when I get like this.
There's nothing wrong with having emotion, Wogue.
I have emotion. All the time. I'm probably one of the most emotive people you'll meet.
There's nothing wrong with letting it go either.
Wogue doesn't say anything, but he isn't really listening to her right now. With what she's saying. I don't think he just clearly doesn't agree. Well, thank you for what you said.
It wasn't just something I said, it's a promise. As the gods is my witness, I will find her.
Rogue stares at her. It's like, you don't have to promise me that large of a promise. There's so many people here. You need to do what you need to do.
Well, there's someone else that she was with that is also a person of interest to me. And it's the least I can do for you.
Who is this? If you don't mind me asking, I
Someone
apologize.
from my past. A second father, kind of.
What does he look like? What's his name? If I
His name
spot him, I'll tell you.
His name was Thaddeus.
Did you find his body?
No.
And his name is Thaddeus. And I'll help you find him too. And you know that I only ever make my promises with the God's witness. He says, tapping his breastplate, because he totally has on the new sexy warmer right now. Wait, no! Fuck, he has on his farmer outfit!
I know, I was gonna say.
Ah,
No.
no, my poor boy! He realizes this. And he's like, oh, shit. Yeah, so he just kind of like boings the suspenders instead. Oh, pow. The little overall clips just kind of click a little. He's really giving them what they want.
Well, I suggest you go suit up.
What? So, is something happening?
Well, I heard talk about Andiris wanting to send you guys somewhere, so.
Fun, scary spider lady. Not scary because she's a spider. She's just scary because she's scary.
Well, she's not a spider.
Who is this?
Andiris?
Oh, she just likes spiders. Yeah.
I would do your best not to bring up spiders around her.
I'm confusing people, man. Who is this?
No. You have Andiris right. She had that spider thing when you went to go look at her.
Okay.
In her actual tent. That's her.
Oh, okay. Advice noted. Does she actually not like them?
I don't know the full details, but no.
It seems like a bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
There's a lot of hate in her eyes whenever she sees a spider.
Wogue's frowning and looking very confused. That's a little strange. Huh. Alright, well, I ain't gonna talk about spiders then. Okay, thank you. I thought she just thought they were neat.
I don't know, that's a question for her, but ask at your own risk.
No, I don't think I'll be asking that anytime soon. I am a very curious person, but I have my limits, and she is one of them.
She's not
She
that
scares
scary.
she scares the shit out of me. I'm sorry. I mean, ma'am.
Just between the two of us, I think Jenna scares me more.
Jenna doesn't scare me.
You haven't seen her in a fight.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't fight her. I know, because I feel like I would die. But, like, just because someone is a proficient, soldier doesn't mean that they're gonna hurt you. It's different.
True. Well,
She doesn't scare me. She seems like a nice person. Just mean.
she stands up.
Scary.
Go get your armor on.
Yes, aye, Captain. He salutes.
And go meet Milton, probably at his library.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna find him anywhere other than there. Yeah. Why was... Bye! He just waves and just runs away. And you can... He kind of has to... He falls over a little bit and has to, like, put a boot back on and then scampers away. He also turns into a squirrel for a little bit and is clearly enjoying himself by jumping around.
Now
because he's-
knowing that he can turn into animals.
Oh yeah, no. Animal Wogue is happening so much more often now. He is going to be sitting on Milton's head at all possible intervals just to
remember,
fuck with
I
him.
think you can only do it twice a day.
That is depressing. But during
Twice-
RP sessions.
Twice a short rest.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully this will not count towards anything because he was part. Funny haha RP.
I won't count it as anything.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Eh.
Abyssal Wish is made possible by TalkShoe. Without it, you wouldn't be able to listen to it. It is also made possible by, I'm going to pull a PBS here, people like you who actually take their time to listen. We could not be more thankful for you guys. I understand that Thanksgiving was last month, but hey, I recently saw the statistics, or not the statistics, the analytics. So seriously, thank you guys. Make sure to share the podcast around so that we can, hopefully get back onto a normal schedule because more people will be listening to it. My name's Trevor, and I'm your DM. We have Nick as your lovable paladin Carrick, Lindsay as Wogue the Goblin, and Thomas as Milton Dinkle. Theme is by Isaac Ayres, and we hope to see you all whenever that next upload is. Whenever it be, we will see you.
I thought we were here to play D&D. What's happening?
All right.
We are.
I'm
We
really-
are. I'm reeling myself in right now. I'm trying my best.
Okay.
Believe me.
Okay, Thomas, are you in character?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Good. Is that how you get in character? What is that?
Is he a Pokemon?
Eric,
He's a rock type.
I choose you.
You
Zeus.
I think during this time.
What is happening? This is all
So
gonna be
I think
played at the
during
end.
this time. Shad, just cut all those out. Let's see.
Cannot stop me from getting my doobie.
I'm gonna server mute Nick, I swear to God.
When you're, small, people don't take you too seriously.
I'm gonna look at something real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
I am
You sounded
looking-
British.
I was swallowing.
Oh, that's why, because everybody knows the British have their mouth wide open for penis.